This is why I started a series called Steering Feel Review, because I wanted to find cars that give you this sense. Steering Feel Review. Today I'm very excited because I get to drive this naughty wheeled, very cool NB MX-5. Cars that steer well are special and should be appreciated more, and I'm here to make sure that happens. If you'd like to see your car on Steering Feel Review and live local to this area, please send me an email at the email in the description or just send me an Instagram DM. This car has a wheelbase of 2270 millimeters, which is shockingly short. It has a steering rack ratio of 15:1, and the steering turns 2.7 turns lock to lock. We're going to do the standard test, all these things on the side here. We're going to be giving this car a score for spirited driving and a score for normal driving. Let's get out on the road. Spirited driving. Ah. Right at home in this MX-5. Oh, yes. The steering actually weights up. I've done the classic Mick drives cars thing. I've started reviewing the car and forgetting what I'm reviewing it about. Steering, Mick. Stop enjoying the car. Step 1. What is the directness of this steering? Normally, when you do a little steering wobble like this, nothing happens in most cars. When you do the steering wobble in this car, it's actually direct, but then the whole chassis wobbles. It's very strange, and I think that's just Uniroyal Rain Sports being Uniroyal Rain Sports. But the steering is very direct. It feels very satisfying when you turn it. It feels very connected. There's a little bit of slop, but it's not terrible at all. It could also be the fact that this car is on BC Racing coilovers and they're set to full soft, which is amazing because that's super comfortable and that is the right thing to do. What about the weighting of this steering? I can tell you now, this is my favorite part of this. This is its party piece, and it does what my car does not do. It weights up in corners. As you go around the corner, you can feel the tires doing work. Right here, it's loading, and it's loading even more and weighing up. It's just wonderful. Absolutely love it. Do you know what? Apart from a Lotus Elise, this might be the best weighing up feeling I've ever felt, full stop. It makes the car feel so engaged when you turn into a corner and you can feel it doing work. So good. Gonna get it again here. I'm not even going that quickly, but the steering is just You know, James May talks about a car giving you the fizz. When a car steers well, it gives me the fizz. And this, the way it's weighing up right now, it's just glorious. The steering is averagely light in the dead ahead. This does not take much effort. When you're in the corner, it gets way heavier. It's really satisfying. Right here, come on. It's so good. Oh no, electric steering is actually okay. You know, the modern cars can have good steering. Electric steering can never give you what this is giving you. There is no electric steering rack that can weigh up like this so naturally and progressively, and I'm gonna use a word that I don't usually use about cars. This steering weighs up beautifully, elegantly. I can't get over it. It's so good. Enough glazing it, Mick. What about the texture? It's okay. I wish there was a little bit more texture. It's almost like this car trades better weighting for less texture, which I don't love. It gives you something, but it takes something else away. Why can't we just have everything, Mazda? I've just recently released a video about alignments, and I do think if the owner of this car puts quite a lot of toe in at the front, he will get back some texture, and then you would have basically the perfect steering. There is some texture. I think the fact that this wheel is hard, maybe adding to it, but I don't get that sense that I really enjoy from some cars, which is I can feel when the road surface is wet, or I can feel when it's greasy, I can feel when it's dry. It's very mixed conditions today, and I wish the steering would tell me that, and it just kind of isn't. There's a little bit, but I think it's below the level of useful information. It's kind of just vibrating a little bit, not really telling me what I want to know. What is an MB like to be parked? So at lower speeds, it's a touch heavier, but it's really not bad at all. Anyone could drive this. This is absolutely fine. Completely normal. And I can't believe it can have that excellent weighting for spirited driving and still give you easy maneuverability at low speeds. Mazda, man, Mazda. Mid-90s Mazda. They were making real cars. So what is an NB like to drive around town? Shockingly nice. Remember how I said on a spirited drive the weighting was one of my favorite parts? Well, it's similar around town. It's got this very natural character to it, and it's actually quite light at lower speeds. It's not a pig to drive like my car is. Steering response is perfect for picking your way through potholed city streets. At no point have I thought, oh, I really need the steering to be faster. This is a very well-tuned steering. And you know what? I think back in the day this car was made 99-ish to 2005-ish. So this car would have been designed in the mid-90s. Because they were stuck with hydraulic steering and they didn't have the crutch of electric, they actually had to design good steering systems. I can almost feel the engineering that's gone into this to make it a very daily livable steering car despite being hydraulic steer. You can feel that Mazda put effort into this. Let's see what the self-centering is like. It's not perfect, but it's pretty damn good. Like, this car just does everything right. Does everything well. It's a little bit heavier right now, right as I dip like toward 10 miles an hour or so, but that's a very small knock against its very good performance. Why can't modern cars steer like this? Everything you want it to do, it absolutely knocks out the park. So how does this car steer on high speed situations such as motorways or highways, which we're just about to join? It's an MX-5, it's short wheelbase, you know, it's never going to be a Mercedes S-Class. At the end of the day, we're dealing with physics. But the weighting of this steering makes it better. Because as you come off of center, it gets really heavy, especially at these higher speeds. And it feels really good. It makes it feel more stable. The one thing that my car doesn't do is that, and it's always really light at higher speeds, and it gives you this very nervous character. Because this steering is quite so heavy in corners at higher speeds, it feels really good. There's a little bit of nervousness. There's a bit of dead zone in the steering too, so it's quite good for going straight. It's definitely better than my car. I'm trying to decide if it's as good as what I would call average, which is like a VW Golf. And I think it's in the ballpark, maybe a touch worse, but pretty good. And especially for the size of car it is, and for how sporty it is at spirited driving, it's shockingly good at speed. Before we do the scores, conclusion time. If you just want a small, light, fun thing to enjoy on the road, I think this might be the best car I've ever driven. There's enough power to get you going, it's rear-wheel drive, so it's got that lovely balance, and the steering is phenomenal. Yes, you know, it's an old car, it has little foibles, you're gonna have to fix things. This car's recently had a new clutch and gearbox. This is the real world, it's an MX-5, it's 25 years old, you will have to repair stuff. You gotta look after these cars. These are basically classic cars at this point, but if you do, you will be rewarded with a driving experience that does not exist anymore. Okay, score time. Spirited driving. At one point during this drive, I was convincing myself this has to be a 9 out of 10. I think I'm going to take it down just a smidge and give it an 8.5. It is better than my car. The one thing that lets it down is that it doesn't have the texture that I'm really looking for, but the directness is pretty good, and the weighting is the best of any power steering car I've ever experienced. 8.5 out of 10 is this car's spirited driving score, and I think if this car's owner put this on a fast road alignment with some toe in at the front to help the texture, this could be a 9 or even a 9.5. It's one of the best steering cars I've ever experienced. What about normal driving? I'm going to give this car a 5 out of 10, which is shockingly impressive considering how high its spirited driving score is. It's more stable than you would expect on the motorway, although it's still a little bit nervous. And the steering's relatively light and normal and easy around town, which should not be the case for how good it is when you're driving it spiritedly. I really enjoyed this. A massive thank you to Matt and everybody that's gotten involved with this series. Without you guys, there's no steering feel review, so thank you. YouTube really wants you to watch this video next, but if you enjoyed this one, try and check out all these episodes of Steering Feel Review. My name's Mick, I drive cars, peace.